start now.
Yeah, maybe 10, and then we start.
It's good.
Please, you start.
Oh, you can be here. All right, good afternoon. We'll start again. All right, I heard you already learned everything about hydrological modeling, right? So right now is the time to do some hands-on exercise. So I'm sure, yeah, you already talked about the SWAT model, the background. So it's one of the widely used hydrological model, right? So it's semi-distributed. So it's a water basin-based model, and some parameters are lumped parameters. Some are like a basin specific. So it's it was originally developed by USDA in the United States. One of the original developers is actually from India originally, right? So he actually one of the key players in the SWAT model. So the U.S. government has been actually widely promotes the use of this model for different purposes, right? So because this model is called soil water assessment tool, right? So water and soil both are important. So this model actually has been used for predicting like sediment and water quality, right? Besides just water quantity. So that's why you can use this model to assess land use change, climate change, how different things impact water process. So it's very useful tool. So I guess it's a good chance you guys have a chance to like play with it and see what happens, right? So actually there are training workshops like as an international level, national level, but yeah, I guess but here is more. Yeah, I guess a condensed version you can play with it. So, yeah, I guess Dr. Priya Mitra is an expert on SWAT for many years since PhD, and yeah, he knows everything about SWAT, and he will be the main person actually working with you on the hands-on exercise. So, I guess I'll give this to you then.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Professor Ling. Okay, yeah, thank you. So now we'll start that particularly exercise related to SWAT. So for that, I have already shared that QGIS software. I think all of you have downloaded that software, and QSWAT software you have already downloaded. Now, recently I have shared one folder, that is input data folder, that is containing all the data which is required for SWAT model. So in that particular folder, we have 4 subfolder. That is DEM, input data folder containing the 4 folder. That a DEM folder is there, LULC folder is there, soil folder is there, weather data folder is there, and output folder is there. Okay, so we'll directly switch on to the software and we'll start the QGIS. So I am using the bit older version of QGIS, and your is QGIS 3.4. So if you have downloaded that QGIS software, so simply just click on that QGIS desktop. Simply click on that QGIS desktop icon. All of you getting that QGIS desktop icon? Just simply click, or click gently. Do not click multiple times. It's a open source software. Your computer will be hanged. So click 1 or 2 times only. So for your, that would show the QGIS 3.4. Okay, you have downloaded that SWAT editor also. SWAT check, everything. If you didn't download that SWAT editor or SWAT check, then you would not get results related to SWAT output. So now this type of window will open. In your case, you have to click on that empty map. Okay. You are getting this type of window. This is the main QGIS window, map window is there. This is the layer panel in which all the layer which we are working would be displayed here. All of you getting this window? Okay. So here you will get the icon of SWAT. Are you getting this icon? That SWAT icon? If you are not getting that icon, then you just go to the plugins, go to manage and install plugin. Just click on manage and install plugin. Those who are not getting that particular SWAT icon, QSWAT icon. Click on manage and install plugins. Here just go to the installed plugins. You will get this type of icon, QSWAT. You have to just check on this box. As soon as you check on this box, that particular icon would be appear in your menu bar. All of you getting this? Those who didn't get? Anybody? Okay. So then you have to click on that particular SWAT, QSWAT icon. So this type of dialog box will be open. It will shows the new project, existing project, and the about the informations. If you click on that about, you will get the QSWAT version. So I am using the QSWAT version 2.4, that QSWAT version 1.3 with QGIS version 2.4, and in your case it would be QSWAT version 2.0. And what is the QGIS version? 3.14. Okay, all of you getting this type of window? So if you are starting a new projects, we'll click on new projects. If you have already built some kind of a projects, you can go for existing projects. Since we are starting a new project, so we'll go for new projects. Simply click on new project. It will ask to save that particular projects. So wherever you want, you can save in a particular directory. Don't save in C directory. Save in E directory or D drive or any other drive. Don't save in C drive. Okay. So just click, just give the name project. Simply, and it will save the files in the QGIS format. Okay, all of you getting this window? Just simply click save. As soon as you click the save button, the dialog box, it will show the 3 steps. Initially the steps were not appearing in this window. Now it is showing the steps. All of you getting this? Now it is showing the steps. So if we see, the step 1 is highlighted, step 2 and step 3 are enabled. So the step first is delineate watershed. Okay. So once we completed that delineate watershed options, then only option second would appear. Once we complete the second step second, then we'll go for third option, step third. After completing the and running the SWAT model, step 4 will appear. Till now we are getting only 3 steps. All of you getting this? So before going to that delineate watershed, just I want to show you the input data which I have shared you. You please unzip that folder, whatever I shared with you, that input data folder, that is containing 5 subfolder. The first one is related to DM, in which I have kept the SRTM DM at 30-meter resolutions. Then the second is land use land cover map of mine study area, then with lookup table. Then the observed data points is there. I think in yours also some observed data is also there that would require during the calibration. Then the outlet point is there. I have kept 2 shape files. One is projected, one is in geographic coordinate systems. Okay, that output 2 is projected coordinate systems. We'll use the projected coordinate systems. So whenever you do some kind of a SWAT modelings, keep in mind that all the data should be in a projected coordinate systems. Okay, whenever we work in GIS, so there are two coordinate systems. One is geographic coordinate systems that is used, like you might have heard about WGS 1984. That is WGS 1984 is a geographic coordinate system that represents that is angular measurements that represents the values in latitude longitude systems, but that won't be able to measure the area and parameters. For that we have to convert into Cartesian coordinate systems, XY coordinate systems. So we have to project our data sets, our raster data sets in projected coordinate systems. So most of the times we use that UTM, Universal Transfer Mercator systems. So all the data is projected in UTM zone 43 and node systems. You might have heard about these things. And then similarly we have soil data with lookup tables, then the weather data. That weather data is containing two folders. I have kept rainfall data in separate folder and temperature data in separate folder. And that rainfall data, it is having all the station data along with some shapefile is also is there. With GIS shapefile is also there. If you want to open that shapefiles, you can get the spatial distributions of your rainfall data. And then one file is also there, PCP files, that would be required during when we give that weather data. So we'll provide that file, PCP file, that is containing the information of your latitude, longitude and all the station names with elevations. So we'll provide that file. According to that files, it will fetch all the informations of your individual weather stations data. Okay, so all of you with me, you are here. So now just simply click on step 1, that is your delineate watershed. You will get the window like this. Okay. Yeah. That SWAT. So just go to that plugins. Okay, you have downloaded that SWAT. You downloaded. Still it is not coming. Huh? Yeah, I am just saying, just go to that plugins, manage and install plugins, go to installed and that check that SWAT. It is showing SWAT. Check it. And now it is showing. Okay, let me check. install it. Okay, so this window will appear. In that particular window, you will get the option of select DM, that is digital elevation model. We have to select, and then it will show the delineate watershed, use existing watershed boundary, DM properties, tau DM. So if you have means existing watershed boundary, we can use the existing watershed boundary. We can also give the shapefile of that watershed boundary, and then whatever dam properties you are having, it will show once we select that particular DM. So just click on that select button and go to the input data folder, the DM folder. In that DM folder, you have to select the TIFF file, dm.tiff file. It will show the type of the file. Different files will be shared. इसको ये बंद कर दी प्रज्ञा. Switch off that fan. Just select the TIFF file of DM and click open. In background, the DM will be open. Now it is showing all the properties, in which coordinate systems is there, what are the latitude longitude system is there, everything say, cell size is also there. I am using the 30 meter by 30 meter DM, so it is showing the 29.55 meter by 29.55 meter DM. So then tau DM option is presently it is not showing anything. That is the terrain analysis using digital elevation model. So once we'll create some kind of a stream network and we'll give the command of watershed, then it will run. Okay, so now we'll come to the delineate watershed options. Here you will get the threshold value, define threshold values. In the background it will showing like that. All of you getting this DM? Huh? Just simply you have to select the TIFF file, otherwise it won't open. TIFF format. Again I am showing you. You select that DM with that symbol. Okay. Then only it will appear. Don't select any other file format. Now it is appearing. Everyone is getting the DM with hillshade. So here we have to define some kind of a threshold. This is the threshold which we have to use for generation of stream network. So what are the number of cells values which they are going to contribute to in the stream network, which we have to provide. We can provide in the number of cells also, or we can provide in the form of area. So since we are using 30 meter resolution DM, if we use smaller thresholds, it will create more number of streams and it will take too much time. So what we can do to reduce the times or to eliminate some we can say arbitrary streams, we can increase the threshold value. So we'll get the main streams only. So I'll just use the threshold as a 600 square kilometer. If we drop down this, you will get the different units, hectares, meters, or miles, acres, square feet also. So we'll use that square kilometers. And then one option is there, create streams. Okay, so just select the 600 square kilometer. It will automatically change the number of cells values, and just simply click on create streams. So simply gently click, only one click. So once you click, the moment you click that create streams, it will start that fill DM, that flow direction it will compute, flow accumulation it will compute, then tau DM will start taking place. Okay, all of you getting this? And don't click multiple times. Okay, since we are using 30 meter DM, so it will take 5-10 minutes, or depending upon your computer, whatever RAM you are using, so accordingly it will take time. The study area which I have chosen is part of that Bisalpur catchment area that is in Rajasthan. So anybody got the stream network or still running? Did you get that stream network? So if you are using 90 meter DM data, then the processing time would be fast. So once you will get that stream network, after that we have to select the outlet location. So for that I have provided outlet point locations. So we have to import that point locations and then we have to draw manually that outlet locations. Then we have to select that locations. Then we'll create the watershed. Yeah, that area is Bisalpur catchment area is there, that is in Rajasthan. So Banas river is there. Yeah, complete flat. Here we have that dam, so we'll provide the outlet here. If you zoom in that particular DM, you will get the feel. Yeah. So how many of you got that stream network? Okay, those who have got that stream network, just click on that vector. Oh no, not on vector, that click on layers, add layer, add vector layer. Just click on layer. In that layer part you will get the add layer option, add vector layer. Just click on that add vector layer and then select the output which I have provided in the output folder file. Just select the output file in the output folder. Okay, then the output location will be displayed in your stream network. Just select the output to file, output to SHP file. One second. Yeah, .shp format you have to select. Let me show you. एक मिनट मैं शो करता हूँ अभी. Wait, it will show. Just click on layers, add layer, add vector layer, then you have to select the I am showing you .shp format only. In that outlet folder, you have to select the yeah. Okay, no problem. You can select that SHX format also. The last one. Okay. Just click open. It will show like that. Now it is showing .shx format you can select. If SHP is not showing, you can select the SHX format. Okay, now it is showing. हाँ, स्ट्रीम के ऊपर नहीं है, इंटेंशनली नहीं है है ना, क्योंकि बिकॉज वी हैव टू ड्रॉ ऑन स्ट्रीम्स एंड वी हैव टू स्नैप दैट. समटाइम्स इट हैपन्स. ये मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स स्टूडेंट्स डू सच टाइप ऑफ मिस्टेक्स. दैट इज वाई विल डू दैट इनलेट आउटलेट, ड्रॉ इनलेट आउटलेट ऑप्शंस विल यूज. ओके, बिल्कुल, ऑब्वियसली. So it will take more times. So that is why I have kept 600 kilometer square. So you are not getting that stream network is not getting or some. So what we can do, we'll just zoom into that layer. No. Just zoom into that layer. Okay, and we have one option here, draw inlet outlet options. Just click on that. Okay, so in your case you will get like this window: outlet, reservoir, inlet, point source. Okay, so just click on the river, just streams, the ending point of the streams. Just click on that. No, why it is going to dam? Dams ना, just stream के ऊपर जो stream network आपको मिला है ना, just you have to select on that stream network. Otherwise it won't create the watershed. Just make sure that you are clicking on the streams just above the streams, so that it will means completely overlay on the streams. Yeah, just you check whether means whatever threshold you are taking accordingly, उसके according आएगा, वो देखिए आप उस पे. Just click on that and then you will get this options: outlet, reservoir, inlet and point source. So we are defining right now the outlet of the basin. Okay, so simply click on OK. Then you will get that select inlet outlet options. ठीक है. So one message would be appear. In that message it is showing that you have to select the outlet, whatever outlet you have selected you have to select and press the control button and hold if you have multiple output buttons. Okay, like that you have to select, its color will change and it will turn yellow. Okay. Then simply click on save button. Once you have select that, it will shows that one inlet outlet or outlet point is selected. If you are sure that whatever outlet point is you have selected is completely lying on the streams, then no need to go for review snap. Or if you are not sure, then you can go for review snap. Okay, snap means, let's see, the point which I have selected is not lying on that streams, so I'll go for review snap. So for that I have specified the threshold length for the review snap. एक सेकंड में ये कर लेता हूँ, फिर आते हैं ना. Once you have click on review snap, it will by default snap the outlet point on the stream network itself. Once you complete this, just click on create watershed. It will create the watershed. Again, it will take time. Second. So this type of watershed you will get. This type of watershed you will get once you do that snap watershed and all these things. So once you get that particular watersheds, if you have defined that lower threshold value, you will get many vanishes of watersheds. If you want to merge that particular watersheds, the options will be here. You can merge a smaller watershed into a bigger watershed. Right now we are not going to use that merge options. And then you have to define if some reservoir operations, if you want to do, you can select a reservoir operations here. Since we have dam here, so we can select as a reservoir watershed. Or once we are defining that outlet, we are getting some kind of a outlet, reservoir options, inlet options is there, and some point source information is there. So for outlet, we have defined the outlet. For inlet, if you are getting some source of water from the other rivers, so in that case we can define the inlet at the junctions of two river points. So one is coming from upper sides and one from other sides, so we can define the inlet points also. If we have reservoirs, so we can define the reservoirs also during that times only, where we have defined the outlet point in that times only. So once we have done this, just simply click on add point source. Here we are not selecting any reservoir sub-basins also. Simply we are clicking the add point source and then click OK. So it will give some kind of a numbers to the watersheds. Watershed 1, 2, 3. So 3 sub watersheds we have created. And then add point source. Then the step 1 would be done and the step 2 is enable. It will show in your SWAT folder, is QSWAT icon. Okay. For your case, that visualize is not visible in your case because I am using that already running model, existing project. So just simply click on create HRUs. Okay. So from that create HRUs, you will get this type of window. In that window, we have to select land use map, soil map along with lookup tables. So here first you have to select the use CSV file. Just click on that drop down land use table. So in that table format we have to select use CSV. Similarly for soil we have to select the use CSV file. Okay. In your case that particular tab would be the blank, and then here we have to define the slope classes. So we can define 0 to 5% one class of the slope, 5 to 10% would be the another class of the slope, and then greater than 10%. So I have divided into 3 classes the slope variations. Then you have to click on that select land use map. So again go to the input data folder, then LULC folder is there. And from that LULC you have to select again TIFF file. These types of different format you will get. From that you have to select the TIFF format only. Select the TIFF LULC file. Then go for soil map, select soil map. And then select the soil.tiff file. So if you are not getting that create HRU options, then you just simply drag it from that corner, it will show. Soil map dot tiff file. For both LULC and soil, for both the files you have to select the TIFF file format only. Okay. Then here you will get the soil database format. Since we are working on our data, so we will use the user soil. If you are using that state go or SSURG soil database format that is developed by USGS and Texas University and all these things. So you can, if you have those database, you can choose that database also. Then we have to read just click on read button. So it will ask the choose land use lookup table. That message we have to read, choose land use lookup CSV file. So go into the input data folder. I have already provided you the lookup table with land use, which I have shown you. Just select the land use lookup table. Then it will ask the soil lookup table. Then go to the input data folder, soil. Then you have to select the soil lookup table. All of you have selected all the land use map, soil lookup, everything. किस में आ रहा है? एक सेकंड, let me check. area of submissions, then I'll click create HRU. So now I'll get that message. 26 HRUs are for 3 submissions. Like that. You can choose any options depending upon your requirement. That depends upon whatever means how fine means information you are. Okay. होगा ना? If you want to see that report, just go to that SWAT parameters. In here you will get land use, HRUs and all these things. Yeah. Just go to that SWAT icon. Here you will get the SWAT parameters. All types of whatever calculation you have done, simply create. So these types of text report you will get. That land use information, slope information, soil information, everything is there. Okay. For each and HRU, that HRU wise information would be there. And then if you want to see that land use and soil, it will again give that information of land use and soils also. How your catchment area is divided into different land use classes. So once your create HRU options will be done, then your step second is done, step 3 will be enabled. That वो मेरा आ रहा आपके नहीं आएगा ना, एक्चुअली वो मेरा अभी जो उसमें टाइम ज़्यादा आ रहा था तो जो मेरे पास पहले से था उसमें है ना. तो जस्ट क्लिक ऑन एडिट इनपुट्स एंड रन SWAT. So it will ask to connect to database. Just click on that connect to database. All the options related to SWAT editor will be enabled. That whether input files, edit, SWAT input, SWAT simulations, all these things. All of you getting this? In that, go to that SWAT executables. That executable file will get that SWAT editor. Go to SWAT website, SWAT executables. Just click on then. Go to that SWAT editor and then download SWAT editor. Just download it and install it. Everyone, you installed that SWAT editor? इंस्टॉल हो गया, ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा उसमें. All of you have downloaded that SWAT editor. Just install that SWAT editor. आपका हुआ? कोई बात नहीं, अभी ये रेक्टिफाई कर लीजिए वरना फिर वहाँ जाने के बाद नहीं होगी. वो दिखा रहा है एरर. एक सेकंड है ना, मैं शेयर करता हूँ .NET फ्रेमवर्क के लिए भी. 1 मिनट, वो डाउनलोड कर लीजिए फाइल. Those who are getting such type of errors, I am sharing all the files and please try to install that file. Otherwise it will be very big trouble for you. मतलब आपके लिए पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाएगा वो करना. ठीक है. Yeah. Those who are getting .NET file errors, just download that file or install it. So everyone that installed that SWAT editor, now it's working. You got this window, edit input and run SWAT. We are just one step behind to run the SWAT model. So how many of you have downloaded that SWAT editor? Install that. Now you are getting that edit, run and SWAT output. Huh? .NET wala problem. Just I have shared that .NET file. You download that file and install it. I have shared on WhatsApp. You just download that .NET file also. Otherwise, what happened now, from going from this place, you won't be able to identify these types of error, or even .NET files comes in different versions. It would be very difficult to identify particular versions. That is why I am sharing that version which is compatible to that QGIS and QSWAT version. Yeah. .NET framework files is available in different formats also. Yeah, that is the main issue. So you just download that .NET framework file and install it. So it won't give that error. Then you will be able to compute. So how many of you getting this type of dialog box? Connect to database. आ गया आपके? हो गया रन? आपके? उसके बाद आप क्लिक करिए वो ऑटोमेटिक वो डाउनलोड होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. So how many of you getting this? So okay. So just click on connect to database. Database connections successful. You will get this message. Okay. Just see the steps. I'll share you one PDF in which I have all the screenshots related to that with the description of the SWAT output files. I'm just show you. Yeah. So I have all this file with steps. Everything is written. You just follow all these steps. Okay. So you'll get everything here. So don't worry. Just follow me. If you are not able to do, you can do at your room or home also. No issue. Okay, let me complete this. So then we have to provide the weather information. Till now what we have done, we have provided the digital elevation model. From that it has computed the slope as well as the watershed and some watershed. We have provided the land use information, we have provided the soil informations, and then the SWAT model performed the overlay analysis. Based on the overlay analysis, it has created the HRUs, raster overlay analysis it has performed. Then it has created the HRUs, hydrological response unit, and then we have to provide the climate data, weather data. Then for here that we have right input tables from weather stations, we have to give the climatic data. For that we'll get this types of dialog box related to rainfall data, temperature data, wind speed data, solar radiation, relative humidity. Then one option is there, weather generated data. So what happens once we providing some kind of a rainfall data? So if we are using some kind of a station data, so we'll get some missing rainfall data also. But with the help of that weather generator files, it will create the runoff for those days where we don't have the rainfall or we have missing rainfall data. For that missing rainfall data, we have to provide -99 notations for that SWAT format. We don't provide 0. Because it assumes 0 as a data, means value, some kind of a value. It runs, it assumes -99 as a no data things. So with the help of that weather generator, if you have some kind of a statistics, you can generate. Just visit that SWAT websites, you will get the stand-alone software for that weather generator. You can create your own weather generator file. If you don't have your own, you can simply select by default whatever we are getting in the software. So here we provide the rainfall informations. As I have already mentioned, just select. So you will get two types of options, simulation or rain gauges. So since we have our own measured data that from the rain gauge stations, so we'll select the rain gauge. Then it will ask the precipitation time steps. We have the daily data. If you have hourly data, then you can select the sub-daily options also is there. So since we are dealing on daily data, so we'll select the daily data. Then it will ask the location tables. In location tables will provide the PCP text files, which I have shown you, that is containing the station's name, latitude, longitude, and elevation informations. So simply just click on that, browse that particular path where we have saved that location, input data, weather data, rainfall data. These are the rain gauge stations within our study area, and we'll select the PCB files in which I have shown you that latitude, longitude information is there. Simply click OK. Similarly, select temperature data. For temperature data also, again we'll select the climate stations. Then select the location table. We have to select the location table. From temperature again, we'll select the location table. If you have wind speed, solar radiations, or relative humidity data, then again you have to select the gauges. Then you can go. Otherwise, you can go for simulations. Then we'll select the weather generator. For weather generator, if you have created your weather generator files, then we can select the weather generator user file. In that user file, that is by default file in SWAT reference database. We have to update that file. Otherwise, by default, it will select it and it will give the 4 station counts. Some statistics have been generated based on that. Then simply click OK. Now here we are providing the weather data. So invalid. Okay, because of the nomenclatures and the folders name, sometimes we are getting these types of error. And don't give the name related to SWAT or GIS and all these things. They also create some kind of a trouble to systems. Don't give dot and then space unnecessary. Otherwise, every time you will get that error. पूरा से पहले रन करा हुआ था मेरा ये. नहीं, ऐसे तो मैंने रन कर रखा है उसको कितनी बार भी. हाँ, पहले रन हुआ है ये. यही दिक्कत है. एक्चुअली क्या है ना, इसने एक सेकंड. Okay. Okay, don't worry if we are not getting this. Okay, so once we have given that out, rainfall data and all these things, we'll get this type of window. It will create all the input files. Okay, let me check what happened with me after completing this. I'll show you. Then we have to go to that SWAT simulations. There we'll get that run SWAT models. So once we click on that run SWAT model, we'll get this type of window. Or here, that starting and ending range will be shown depending upon the rainfall or weather data, whatever you are getting. So then you will get the three options: daily, yearly or monthly. From that we have to select what type of output we want: daily output, monthly output or yearly output, with NY skip informations we have to provide to stabilize the initial model conditions. So we are providing that 3 years, 5 years we can provide. For those 3 years, 5 years, the model won't give the print the output, or it will compute the output as we are giving that starting date is 90. So from 94 onwards, it will print the output. Then we'll go to that setup SWAT model, setup SWAT run, and then run SWAT. So this type of window will appear, and then our model will be run. Once we'll get that, we'll get the successful model run output. And then we'll go for SWAT check output. Here, this type of window we'll get, and we have to examine model output. From that we can get this type of basin hydrology or the complete hydrological cycle for our basin. Okay, so all this graphical output would be stored in the text format also. So in that SWAT folder is there, one folder is there, text in output folder. So in that folders you will get all this information. So all the output would be saved in your scenario folder, in default folder, text in out folder. So once you have done calibrations, or you have to take all these files in SWAT cup. So SWAT cup copy all these files and then do alterations, whatever calibration or you are adjusting the parameters, all the alteration would be done in these files. So these files would be taken in the SWAT cups. Again, once you satisfied with your calibration, you have to bring these files in this folder again for doing that climate change analysis and all these things. Then you have to go to edit SWAT input, and you have to provide the rainfall data and temperature data for your future, and then you have to rerun. Yeah, you just copy all this data, yeah, from SWAT cup. Yeah, from SWAT cup, because that text in the output folder became the input for your SWAT cup. Okay, so all the modifications would be done in this. So just select output.std from here. The graphical output which I have shown, you will get the text output in these forms. For the complete 12 months, whatever the precipitation is there, surface runoff, lateral flow, groundwater recharge, everything you will get. And the summary also you will get at the end of this file. The basin average values. Yeah, these are the average annual basin values, whatever precipitations you are getting, whatever surface runoff is generating, tile flow, groundwater recharge, everything you will get. So like that you can generate the statistics, or if you want to interested in your output.reach file, then just go to that RCH file. Yeah, this is related to your discharge related file. So whatever flow is incoming to your any reach, it will shows. Whatever flow is going out, it will shows it. So SWAT cup also use this column for your calibration part. This is the column number 7. So those who have worked in SWAT cup, they know we have to mention the column number, from which column number we have, means comparing our observed data. So observed data will be compared with this column number 7. So you can count column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, column 6, column 7. Column 7 is your flow out, that is discharge. So with this we have to compare, and then it computes the R square, NS, EPYS values and all these things. Okay. So this is all about your SWAT. Or those who are working in sediment, so this is also your losses is there, sediment in tons, sediment out in tons. Concentration is also there. They can compare the sedimentation concentrations also. So like that, this is all about SWAT and all these things. So I'll share that steps PPT also. You can practice, or if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So I think we'll stop here. ठीक है सर, आप कर दीजिए स्टॉप. भैया स्टॉप कर दीजिए. चलिए, धन्यवाद बहुत बहुत. इसमें एक ऑप्शन जो आपके विजिबल नहीं हो रहा था, वो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. इसमें दैट इज योर विजुअलाइज. दैट इज द एडवांटेज.